Howdy ho neighbors, Radio Goji here.
And I'm Sorlin Greg.
And welcome back to Squeeze the World Presents The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. And when we last left off, we went into the dungeon, the first dungeon, and we cleared the first dungeon. And now we have one more heart container and directions to go north to Gapanga Swamp, which is where the second instrument of the Sirens is.
Excellent.
But there's going to be kind of a, something that sort of kind of happens on the way through. Uh-oh. Hey, buddy, it's serious. Yeah, really serious. Yeah, it is. The Moblins came to the village. Yeah, that's right. A whole gang of Moblins. Then, it's for real. They all went to the house. Yeah, that house. And then they did something at Bow Wow's house.
What?
It was really a bad scene with all the Moblins. So, I mean, it might be faster to find out for yourself what happened.
Yeah, they're about as good as kids would be at explaining.
I haven't really talked to the kids before, but usually when you talk to them, they'll end with their spiel with saying, but I don't know, I'm just a kid.
They also seem to have some sort of horn growing in the center of their head, which is...
That's just a hair part.
The fuck was that?
Someone calling you?
Yeah, I got a phone call. I don't know. I just hung up automatically. 665.
So we talked to Madame Meow Meow, who is the owner of Bow Wow. She said, "It's terrible, my Bow Wow was dognapped by Moblins. Please, somebody help my poor Bow Wow."
Oh no.
So your frickin' invincible Chain Chomp can't handle some
Yeah,
Moblins.
something tells me they're gonna get more trouble, more than they bargained for there.
Probably. So I'm gonna go this way. Basically, we're gonna head up to, I should point out something that I'm not using, is there's a system where you can basically go to a telephone booth, because there's a guy in town named Grandpa Yolrira, who, basically if you go into a telephone booth, he'll give you a hint on where to go next. Like you call him on the phone. I am not using that, but basically, he says at this point that Moblins basically have a
Hive mind.
Not a hive mind, a base up in Tall Heights. So that's where we're headed right now.
Okay, excellent. The phone seems very, you mentioned the Twin Peaks thing. I haven't really felt that either, but the phone thing with the hints feels very Earthbound to me.
Yeah, you called your dad on the phone and he could save your game.
Yeah.
Oh, but this game was...
Heart.
Well, actually, I was going to say, this game was... No, this wasn't before. Earthbound was before this.
Mm-hmm.
Both, actually, Earthbound Zero and Earthbound were before this, so yeah. They both had phones to talk to your dads with. So this is Tall Heights. Before we go in to fight the Moblins, there is something I do want to show off. You can actually read it. Says you're close to Tall Heights. The camera shop is nearby. The camera shop is a new thing that was added into the Game Boy Color version.
Okay.
So you talk to this mouse here. He's like, I just love to take pictures. Will you let me take your picture? Now, I'm gonna say yes because, you know, either way he's gonna take your picture. It's just if you say yes and you're cooperative, it'll be a nice picture, and if you say no, then he'll beat you up and take a picture of you. I think.
Oh,
I think that's how it works. I've never seen the.
That's how the places in Sears worked too when I was a kid. That's why they're not in business anymore.
So now we have a photo album that we can come by and look at any time, and if we go onto the sub-screen here...
And no, you're not allowed to take it with you. Why would you ever think that?
If you push select, you can see how many photos you have. That's the 1 out of 12. This actually, this select part, this little thing that comes when you push select, this was added into the Game Boy Color.
I was going to say, that was not part of the original Game Boy version.
Right. No, it wasn't. And that means in the original Game Boy version, you did not have a way to tell offhand how many pieces of heart you had.
That's interesting.
I mean, it would tell you, like, if you picked up a piece of heart, it would show how many you had.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, you're pretty much left to memory. Also, the tunic icon, we're wearing a green tunic, that'll come into play later, too. So let's head into this cave. This is where the Moblins are. It's playing the same music. So that's how you know you're in the right place.
Moblins just standing around this dank cave, waiting for someone to come break them up, I guess.
More or less. Also, the shield is completely useless unless you're holding it in front of you in this game.
Yeah, it's not like old game where it's auto shield or anything.
Right.
Said by Madam Meow Meow. Ah, yes, the part where our brave hero slaughters an entire street gang.
Yeah. So you gotta wait for him to charge into the wall, and then when he's stunned, you can usually hit him with a spin attack is
Okay.
A thing, but you can hit him with any kind of sword attack, and it'll hit him.
Use the secret technique of my people.
Yep, that's still a thing in this game. I never went into the library. The library teaches you a lot of things that are pretty easy to pick up on, like hold the shield button to hold your shield out in front of you, how to do the spin attack, picking up and throwing bombs. We will be going into the library on at least 2 occasions during this playthrough because of important things, but for the most part it's just a glorified tutorial in there. It actually also gives you a full uncovered map that shows you where all of the dungeons and everything are before your map can be fully...
Well, what's the fun in that?
Right. We say, Bow Wow, what a fearsome beast. Now, Bow Wow is going to accompany us.
What a Bow Wow. So now we have a murder dog, Ball and Chain, just chilling constantly around us.
Oh, he's not chilling. He's going to be our partner in crime.
We're riding in style now.
Like, if we go around to enemies, Bow Wow will eat enemies for us. Because Bow Wow is awesome. And that's one of the things that I got pretty much happy when I found any kind of Link's Awakening reference in Hyrule Warriors. He just straight up ate a dude.
Jesus. Makes you wonder how the hell these Moblins captured Bow Wow when he just eats them like they're, not
Nothing.
even...
Right.
Yeah, just, delicious Moblin. And they're gonna have another. Yes. The rare and elusive double Moblin.
But in Hyrule Warriors, the level 3 version of the Gauntlet / Ball and Chain is Bow Wow. So you can kill hundreds of dudes Dynasty Warrior style with Bow Wow. Just not really eating, but if you use the super, because when you use this as super, kind of like embeds the ball and chain into the ground and then like swings the world around basically. The Bow Wow will actually bite into the earth. So that's I thought that was kind of a nice touch. We've got likes in this game as well. Fortunately, they won't eat your shield if you don't have it equipped, so...
Oh, well, that's a very useful way to avoid getting your shield eaten.
Otherwise, you just have to go and buy another one, but they're easily...
Idiot, I don't even have a shield.
You can just easily buy another shield when you're in town. Although your mirror shield... because the mirror shield's in this game later. The mirror shield cannot be eaten by likes.
Interesting that there's 20 rupees just hanging out in the cave here. But there's apparently no chests of rupees or anything in the Moblins hideout.
I don't know. They don't believe in currency. They're like the Federation, I guess. In the
Moblins are like the Federation?
In that they don't have
do they have a Moblin Prime Directive? Is the Prime Directive throw spears at Link until you die?
Throwing spear. The Prime Directive is throwing spears and kidnapping Chain Chomps. But when you're in the swamp, basically one of the only ways to get this is like the only way right now that I can get rid of the flowers is by using Bow Wow to eat them. You can get a chest with some rupees down here. I know that there's some like pieces of heart and stuff I can. Well, actually not really.
Rado and Bow Wow at Tall Heights. You can't just jump over those flowers. Nope. Apparently, wow.
Flowers?
Wow.
What did you do?
I just became Appalachia for a moment there.
You're alright. Oh look, there's unlit torches. We can actually
if only there was some way for us to. Oh.
That I actually have to do that to open up here.
No, did the keys carry between dungeons?
They do not.
Okay.
Which is weird because we'll actually run into a dungeon later on that has like a completely arbitrary extra key, and you can't use it in other dungeons. But I'm actually about to get a couple of keys in a row here.
You can see more. Oh, hey, Shy Guys.
Yep.
You can see more things. Sprites that are sort of meant to evoke sprites from A Link to the Past.
There we go. Basically, the Shy Guys will walk in the opposite direction of you, but you can only hit them from behind. So by doing a spin attack here, you can kill them and get a key. That's like the only way I know to get that key. And
Excellent.
I actually didn't know how to get that key when I was a kid. It wasn't until years later I found out how to, make that happen. Can't hit him around it. He's just gonna go around the pots at me. Oh yeah. We don't have any way to lift things, so every time we every time we walk up to a pod or a rock or something like that, it's going to display that message once per screen if we walk up to them. We get the compass here. The annoying thing about getting the compass is it displays this text box every single time.
Every single time. Even in the very last dungeon, it's going to remind you of how the compass works.
Yep. I mean, to be fair, it did that in Link to the Past as well, but you didn't have to scroll through text with that. Usually it's... Okay. Maybe they're just thinking of the, I mean, we really don't need to light these torches here, but...
Yeah.
In the Virtual Console version on the 3DS, which is what I'm used to playing at this point, it's actually a lot easier to see in the dark, I found. Which is why when I was kind of confused for a second there, because when
you can sort of see it for a second when you go to the pause screen. It sort of lights it up a bit.
Yeah, it does. And there's the beak. Some of the, when swapping over from the original version to the, Game Boy Color version, some of the treasures and dungeons were actually swapped around as well. I think that used to be the map.
Interesting.
It wasn't every single treasure or every single dungeon, but
I always find that interesting how games do that. They switch things around, like how Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil, the PlayStation 1 version, and the director's cut version of the PlayStation 1 version with DualShock, and the remake of it for the GameCube and the PC and the 360 and everything now. All of them changed things up in the Spencer Mansion.
It's probably so that it would give folks incentive, like if they've already played the game, it would give them incentive to buy the new version and play that too.
Well, I think the director's cut, a lot of it was towards making things easier.
I guess. And also adding in cutscenes.
Yes.
Lovely, lovely cutscenes.
Oh, the very best of cutscenes.
And voice acting.
The very best of voice acting.
Yes. I love the voice acting in that. That's how I make my Barry voice now. That's where that came from. I hope this is not Chris's blood. Although the new voice actor for Barry did kind of sort of sound like the older one, just less hammy.
Which is a crime.
I liked the new Barry, so I'm not going to complain.
No, I know. I'm just... Oh. Better use that shield.
Yep.
What happens if you sprinkle these people with powder? Do they get even more delicious?
Actually, I do know that, like, it doesn't do anything. Well, we'll actually have a way to kill the sparks here later, but...
Every single time you look at one of these, it's going to remind you all of this stuff.
And the thing is, I accidentally just kind of ran into that.
You'll do that quite a bit in this game.
Yeah.
Oh, nice! Pro strats! Get out of the way just in time. And now we're back to another 2D side-scrolling section.
We're actually going to need the Roc's Feather here, because this doesn't go all the way over. It actually stops for a bit, so you have to jump.
Oh. And then even if you didn't, you'd have to use it here.
I like these side-scrolling sections, too. They're kind of like what they did in the first game, where like they had those like small rooms that had items in them because they didn't have chests in the game. Mm-hmm. Oh, here's the mini-boss, Hinox.
Hinox. He's, we were just talking about Odysseus last episode, and there's a Cyclops right there.
I was about to say, yeah, I don't know if I actually said it or not, but I was going to say...
You said with less Cyclops.
With less Cyclops.
There's a fucking Cyclops.
And I just realized that he's actually going to show up as a recurring mini-boss, so...
Exactly.
So it's like the...
Rado has blinded me.
This is I think this is the actual hint. Yes, this is the actual hint from the first version of the game. First, defeat the imprisoned Paul's voice, last Stalfos. And that will become relevant in a little bit, but I do want to point that out because it's kind of a puzzle later on where you have to read that in order to be able to get what I'm doing. So that's where the map is here. I think that was changed to rupees or something, or that was the compass. I don't remember. No, it wasn't the compass, because when I was a kid, I almost never got the compass, because I didn't know how. I couldn't get that key. So.
Joy! We have a lot of rubies already, by the way.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, and booze! What?
Yep, booze. So in order to actually kill the booze, we have to make it not dark. And make sure that they're away from us so they don't hurt us. But no, I thought I equipped the magic powder.
I thought you equipped the magic powder, too.
Hold on. So then they do like that, and then you can hurt them.
Nice.
And then here, we get the power bracelet.
Hooray!
Now we can finally lift up all that stuff. And the game will stop telling us that we can...
Unless you're not wearing your special bracelet beforehand, at which point it will remind you. And it won't remind you to put your special bracelet on. It will just tell you.
If only you had something that could lift.
You're a bitch who can't do it. If only you had something that would let you lift this pot. I'm elbowing.
Yeah. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. All right, I have to hit the thing again. Yeah, a lot of the I mean, I can get to a lot of the most of the dungeons, if not all of them, pretty quickly. But there's definitely a as you'll see as we go along, there's definitely a size difference. But I'm actually almost done with this dungeon. But yeah. So first we have to kill
the pole's voice.
Right, and the only way that I can kill the Paul's voice right now is by throwing a pod at it. We don't have a musical instrument with which to kill it. Then we have to kill the keys.
Mm-hmm. And then last, the Stalfos.
Yep.
And that, I'm assuming, that is the big key?
Yep.
The Grand Key. Oh, well, the Nightmare's key. My bad.
Alright, so we can head back this way. There's more bunnies we have to kill. No, I don't want to die. Oh, damn it.
I was rooting for you, too.
Oh,
that was close.
Because those guys can fuck you up royal, too. If I die, I will not forgive myself.
I'll forgive you.
I think there might be... No, there's no rocks in these pots. Now, if you go onto this one, it'll be like, you can't... can't make...
That face is adorable.
Because, like, when you went on that one, it just went down, but not that one. So, you have to make yourself heavier. Lift the pot up. And now he'll let you go down. And
excellent.
Oh, shit.
You have no hearts.
I have no hearts.
Are you a bad enough dude?
Oh...
Oh, and it looks like a pot.
Yeah.
The dungeon.
Bottle Grotto is what's called.
Are you a bad enough dude to beat the dungeon? We have 2 minutes left.
I kind of want to go get hearts.
Alright, go for it.
I'm going to err on the side of caution here. I'm going to get more hearts.
That's okay. It's okay if you wuss out here.
It's called a tactical retreat. God.
They're called action figures.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow, this looks pretty heavy! I like because it makes me think that there's like a guy behind Link's shoulder all the time.
It's like Professor Oak in the Pokemon game is coming out and saying, "Hey, you can't use that bike here." Just saying, bro.
Damn it, stop giving me money.
Trust me, I don't need your money.
Arg.
Alright, what's in here? Oh, okay. Alright. Sorry, just getting paranoid.
Oh, and you can charge it between rooms.
Yes.
Nice. There we go.
There's a heart.
So we're in less immediate danger.
Actually, I could swear I could... I think there was another piece of heart I could have gotten before going...
Oh, will that last at the boss?
Yes, because going into the side-scrolling sections doesn't count as leaving. It just it carries over between floors and stuff in the dungeon.
Ooh.
So I should be okay. Yep, still going. So hopefully...
We forgot to pause.
Oh, right.
I'm angry.
Yeah, I do.
You're so fat.
I do think there was another piece of heart I could have gotten before going into the dungeon, because I remember the last time when I actually did kind of like a practice around this before. Well, not I mean, like last week or something like
For the
that.
record, I did not do a practice run of Super Metroid.
Right.
That will be obvious. Oh,
But I remember having 5 hearts.
okay, timer's done. Do you want to fight the boss or do it next time?
I'm going to do it next time because the boss is quite a bit longer than Moldorm.
Okay.
So, in the next video, we will fight the boss of Bottle Grotto. So until then, I've been Rado Goji.
And I'm Soylent Greg.
And we'll be here next time. Join us, won't you?